how long does organic marketing actually take for you to start seeing results? Because I was on a call not long ago with somebody who basically they're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to learn how to tell my stories on social media in a way that attracts clients to me. I want to grow my business that way. That feels very authentic. That feels aligned, blah, 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 blah. But everybody has told me that no matter what you do, organic marketing is just really slow, and it's months and months and months and months and months before you actually start to get any traction and actually see any results. And here's the problem with this thinking, not even just with organic marketing, but just as like in anything in life, right? If we went through life thinking that, oh, somebody told me this, or one person told me this, or one person's experience was this, so that means it all has to be this way. Like if I looked at, okay, for example, perfect example. So after I have babies, I promise I have a point here. After I have babies, I lose my muscle very easily. I lose muscle very, very quickly. And one of my goals is always to gain muscle back. And so with my first daughter, after I gave birth to her and I was like 6 weeks postpartum, I was looking into things that could help me regain my strength. And a ton of blogs, like mom blogs, would say that, don't push yourself, don't expect a whole lot, because it just takes a lot of time to regain your muscle mass after you have a baby. And I'm like, okay, sure, it's kind of making sense. Okay. But there was still that voice in me that was like, I think I can do it a little bit faster. I think if I think I can do it a little bit faster. I want to go faster. And so I looked up kind of alternative, choices or alternative paths that I could take. And I found some things that resonated a little bit more. People who had put back on their muscle after having babies faster than what these other, mom bloggers were kind of preaching. So my point in telling you this is just because one person tells you that, it has to be this way or it has been this way for them does not mean that that's the end all be all. So I was talking to this woman and she was like, I want to do this. But every single person that has like talked about organic marketing, they all say that, just don't have high expectations. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be forever before you see results, before you make any money, blah, blah, blah. And it just lit a little fire under me to come on and film this because it's not true. So I want to break this down why, and specifically what you can do to be that small percentage of people that does not take forever to have success with organic marketing. Because it's this notion, like anything in life, where if we listen to what one person says and we take that as just, period, that's it, we're never going to expand ourselves into what is possible in other ways, in other realms, right? It's just what I did when I had my daughter, and I was like, I want to gain more muscle, but I don't want it to take forever. So I just found a different way, a way that resonated more with me, and took a leap, of faith and tried it, and it worked really well. But I wouldn't have done that had I just taken what that one particular mom blog group said at face value, right? So here's the thing: is I'm not patient. First of all, I want to talk about this for a second. I'm not patient, and I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to be impatient. So a lot of the people that I attract, my type of clients, my people, they are ambitious, they are driven, they are high performers, high achievers. Some might like to label us. They want things and they want it now. And it's not a bad thing. Like there's this notion that you have to always be patient. You have to always, be willing to wait it out, And while I'm not saying that, yes, trust that you are on this journey and it is your own, and don't compare to anybody else's, because people do thrive and succeed at different rates, right? But it's not a bad thing to want something quick as long as you're willing to put in the work to make it happen, right? It's twofold. You can't have one without the other. If you want something fast, which is me and like most of the people that I attract, you've got to be willing to put in equal amount of speed to get there, or equal amount of work to get there, right? As long as you are, then cool, we're good. you will thrive. But that's my take on patience first and foremost. So it's okay to not be patient. It's okay to want the results now, but you've got to be willing to put in the work to get there and do whatever it takes to make that happen, right? I'm not a patient person by any means. I grew a Facebook group from 0 to 1,000 people in a month. I went from 0 to my first 6 figures as a coach in 8 months. My clients have gone from 0 to 10K months in literally weeks. Like, it's okay to not want to go slow. Okay. But when it comes to organic marketing, the people that say like, oh, organic marketing is super slow and, you're not going to see results for months and months and months, are the same people who are most likely have no idea what they're doing. And this goes to say any topic. This applies to really anything, but people that say like, oh, it's going to take you a long time, don't get your hopes up. They haven't figured out a faster way. So why would you take advice from those people? If you know deep down that you're somebody who wants things to happen quickly, I'm here to tell you that it can, but you've got to be willing to put in the work, right? So with organic marketing, right? Posting, putting out content. The only reason why it would take a massive amount of time to get any results is if you have no idea what the heck you're doing. And a lot of coaches are doing this. A lot of people are doing this. A lot of entrepreneurs are going out and they're like, okay, gotta post for the day. I gotta tick off my list. I gotta post. So they just post for the heck of posting and they have no idea why they're posting it, what the intention is behind it. They have no intention behind it. There's no actual plan. There's no actual strategy. There's no actual reason for them putting out what they're putting out, right? And that leads to, of course, sitting back and being like, what am I doing? Nothing's working. Nothing's resulting in sales and clients and leads and all this stuff. Of course it's not, because you're just flinging things out there in hopes that it's just going to work, that one thing's just going to stick. So that's the only reason. And that's the only time that organic marketing would take you forever, is if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't know why you're posting something, if you don't have a clear actual intention. This is what I like to say a lot is, when you show up, right? Because there's a lot of talk in the online space that you got to show up, keep showing up. Here's my take on it. Show up when and if you have something to say, and know why you're saying it. Okay? I'm filming this right now because this is something that I hear all the time. So I want to address this. I want to break this topic down. This is something that I know my ideal clients who watch this, that are drawn to my method of what I teach, what I do. This is something that they've probably thought in their heads, and they're going to watch this and they're going to go, oh, cool. Okay. That makes sense. Right? That's why I'm creating this piece of content. So I like to say this, right? Yes, show up, but show up with intent, right? Make a post knowing that it's speaking to the right person. Make a post knowing why you're posting it. Create that content, send that email, show up with intention. Otherwise, you're just showing up as a robot trying to tick stuff off the list, right? The fastest way to make anything work, right? If we're talking speed, we want to make organic marketing work quickly, is to know what you're doing, know what you're posting, know the most efficient, fastest, quickest type of content to put out into the world, to communicate your message through and attract the right people back to you. That's it. That's what it comes down to, is the type of content, how you're creating it, and the energy behind which you are putting it out there. That's what's going to, for you, make organic marketing work quickly, which so many people say is not possible. I'm living proof of that. My clients are living proof of that. Anything can happen quickly so long as you are willing to put in the time, the mental energy, and the work to make it happen, period. And with organic marketing, here's the thing. If we want to talk numbers, you can spend an hour a day on content, talking to people, booking calls, gaining interest for whatever you're selling easily. I tell you this as somebody who's a mother of 2 wild, crazy, beautiful kids. I don't have all day to spend on social media, and I don't, and my clients don't either. The only time that you will see somebody, saying, oh, organic marketing is slow, is somebody who's spinning their wheels, spending 6-8 hours a day on it because they're still trying to figure out what works, right? So that's my take on this, is no, organic marketing does not have to be slow. It can be very fast. It can work. In fact, organic marketing works way faster than ads. Let me tell you that. We just added in ads and funnels. I had a couple funnels before, but big ads and funnels with all kinds of automation and stuff on the back end in 2020, right? So we just added that in. That's 3 years after I started my coaching business, right? Everything was organic before that. Was that way faster in terms of generating sales for our company? Yes, way faster. I spent months building out the funnel now that brings in leads, calls, et cetera, sales while I'm sleeping. Anyways, my point here is that how long does organic marketing actually take to work? The answer lies within how dedicated are you to stop believing that it has to take a long time and start rewrite your internal story that you're telling yourself and tell yourself that it's going to work quickly for you. That's the first step, is you got to change that internal story. Second is figure out what you're doing. Figure out what you're doing instead of throwing stuff at the wall and letting your ego get the best of you and saying that I'm just going to figure it out myself. Been there, done that, not fun. You can do it if you want to, but you'll get to a point where you're just hitting yourself in the head and you're like, why am I still doing this? Why am I still trying to figure it out myself? You can absolutely do it by any means, or by all means. You can take 5, 6, 7 years to figure it out yourself, or you can just pay somebody and figure out how to do it from somebody who knows how to do that. So that's my preferred path, and that's what I continue to do. But I wanted to just break this down and shed some light on this kind of weird topic that a lot of people just have the wrong misconception with. So anyways, love you guys. And if you want more help doing this, if you are a coach and you have a high ticket offer that you believe in, you want to be in my world, and you want to learn how you can use your simple, authentic stories to draw in the right clients to you and sell more of your coaching offers, then shoot me a message, or you can book a call. There should be a link somewhere on this video to book a call, talk to me, and see if it would be a fit to work together. All right, bye guys.